back of the building. I stripped the middle wall right out, the brickwork, made it one space, and that's where I made Red Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the...
that really huge painting, that long red one.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. And you could probably get that, you know, maybe on there.
Yes.
Scan that through. And I started the Atomic series, the whole Atomic series.
Yes.
And that's where the funny thing, one day, this immense limousine came. He had it from Lady Fairfax, and Baron Tyson Boramichev turned up in my studio and bought a painting.
All right.
So that was quite an honor for me, because the man was he was one of the 3 people in the world recognized as the great collectors. Actually, we're talking about a dot, and each dot is applied once, not just from one brushstroke, dot, dot, dot. Each brushstroke had its own intent behind it, and only once applied. And paintings like that, well, probably the most painstaking work I've ever done in my life, because of a painting like Red Colossus, and Nancy Borlase, she wrote a massive article on that, and a painting like that took me 18 months to complete. Another incident happened there which is interesting, because David Moore, who lived in McMahon's Point, in Middle Street, he had a studio down there. I went to him and said, can you take a photograph of me and the painting, which you will probably show on this. And David Moore is a very famous photographer, I had no idea. And he produced that one on the catalogue. And Robert Ebers from The Art of Man, he gave it to Nancy Borlase. And it's a big photograph. And when he added it from the City Morning Herald, thought, it is an amazing photograph, you know, beautifully done. And he published it with the article in the City Morning Herald. I had a half a page, and the gallery was flocked with people. You could hardly get on a Saturday in the gallery. There were so many people coming to have a look at that show through the photograph and the article.
Yes.
But the professional artists were very upset, because we all could have had a little bit in the paper if it wasn't for the big photograph.